Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Hey, the video is kind of long, guys, so I'm sorry about that, but I get some conflicting info saying slow down the video, so I've done it. So this is only 2 times the speed. So that is some embossing ink right there, and I'm just playing my scrap room. This was last night, and what I wanted to do is just make some little kind of like ATC size cards, maybe some tiles, just to kind of create my own paper embellishments that I might want to use in my art journal or something like that, just using stamps and just some of my stuff. So I'm just kind of playing and seeing what worked, and some things worked and some things didn't. So that's my embossing ink, and it's just plain white cardstock that I'm using. Is real cheap Colorbach white cardstock. So I just stamped that pretty image on there, and then that's my clear embossing powder. So I just wanted to do that embossed stamped resist thing, and I was working with the alcohol inks earlier and some things that I was trying, and that's why all those are sitting out. But I did try using alcohol inks. I had a major failure, and I wound up not recording that whole thing. So I mean, some other videos that I've seen, they're like, gosh, you should record the things that don't work well either, but I don't want to bore you. Here's what not to do. I mean, let's spend 15-20 minutes watching a video on what not to do. I'll just tell you. Let's look at what does work. But anyway, so I wanted to not challenge myself, but I just wanted to bust out all my distressing, because I got a lot of them and I really like them. But the way I'm really getting into blending colors, it doesn't always work the way I want it to. So, and that's kind of what I was struggling with here, and you'll kind of see that. So I'm getting out every single distressed ink pad that I have, plus my stains, and just trying different things. I'm just playing around. There's some that I haven't even opened yet, so I'm just playing with them. Make this a little bigger. And that is, oh, I think it's a red one. Victoria. Hold on. It is not spun sugar. It is the other one. Victorian Velvet, for crying out loud. That totally eluded me. So I put that on there, and then the paper's kind of cheap and it wasn't pre-treated or anything, so it started to buckle a little bit, and then it got real dry and kind of gray looking. I wasn't real happy with that, but I do love that stamp. I also love that stamp because I got it on clearance for like $4, and it's normally like a $12 stamp or something, so it's really cool. I like that stamp. So, and I just wanted to create little separate images and things that I created on my own, because we can all buy the paper and stuff, but I don't know, I like to play with stuff and just make different unique things that I can make all my own and customize them. So I'm just playing with colors here. There's probably some downtime in here. Again, the trimming tool on Movie Maker I'm not good at yet. It seems to trim like the entire video, not just chunks of it. So I'm not very good at that. There's got to be a way to do it, because I see other people's videos working. So, but some of the new colors that I like, some of my favorite colors, I got crushed olive, which is really cool, but it really wasn't working with the project I was working on. But I really like the tumbled glass. That's that light blue one right there. Really like that color. So I'm going through all my little sponges, because I've got, an array of them, and some of them I mix. I try not to, but some of them I mix because I run out of my little blending tool things. So sometimes I mix, and I just mix light colors. Nothing wrong with that. And what I was looking for was like a really just like a soft, vintagey, looking background is what I wanted. And I wanted the dress in the embossed stamp to really stand out. So, and I don't know if you guys do this. I might have mentioned in another video, but when you buy all those extra sponges, it's hard to remember what color is what. So I just use my Sharpie and I put the initials of the color that it is on the blue part so that I can get to it. And then I just keep a little container of all my sponges, and then I just switch them out with the Velcro when I need to. And when the Velcro part of the blending tool starts falling off, I just hot glue it back on. So that was the crushed olive, I think, and that one didn't go well, that I tried first, and then I wound up using peeled paint. And I think that is the blue one that I really like. Tumbled glass. Really, really like how soft that blue is. I tap it. That's my tap of approval. And there I am. TG for tumbled glass. Because that was the last like unused sponge that I had. And tumbled glass earned the right. And that is spiced marmalade. That is also one of my favorites, especially with the shabby chic vintage look that you're going for. That orange mixes really nice with some of the blues and the red tones and greens. It winds up really nice. So and there's all my little sponges. Just going through them, finding different colors that I wanted to try. And some of the colors that I put in here worked, and some of them just didn't. And again, I was just playing with mixing different things and seeing what I liked. And I had to reuse one, and that was, I think, Fire Brick Red, or it was one of my red ones. I've got them all right here. I'm trying to go through them so I can tell you guys what I'm using. Oh, and I don't have that one. Well, one of them is Fire Brick Red, or Brick Fire Red. Oh, I can't see it in there. And that was not the one I just used. That's going to drive me nuts. And that is Black Soot around the edges. Barn Door was the name of that red that I used. You guys who have this are probably sitting there screaming at their computer, barn door! Anyway. So, and I'm kind of liking the way that's turning out. And then I tried to rub it off. Rub off some of the ink from the embossed stamp there. Then I added water, and then it got too muted. And I was not real crazy about that. I liked it when it was just a little bit more sharp. Each color had its little sharpness to it. I think there's some purple in there too, but you know, I mean, I just play with my colors. Those are my thinking fingers tapping on my table, trying to figure out what I want to do. Because again, as usual, it's the fly by the seat of your pants crafting method that I seem to have fallen into. Just you know, my time in my scrap room is my de-stress. Just do whatever you want with no consequences. I don't care if I like it or hate it. It's just fun time for me and downtime for me. So I just go with it. And then that's just a very, very fine tipped black Sharpie. It's one of those double tip ones. I'm really liking those. And I'm just highlighting that gorgeous stamp that I embossed on there. And I thought by the time that was over, it looked pretty cool. Right here is where I'd like to speed it up. You guys don't need to watch me draw through this. But there's lots of little like ruffles and mixed pieces into that that really get highlighted after I take the Sharpie pen to it. So it works. And while that's going, I'll tell you guys, today I went to an antique store with a friend of mine, and we wound up getting some really, really cool vintage photos for like $1.50 and 50 cents a piece. There were a couple that were older, like postcards from like 1912, and just those really, really cool looking vintage photos that I've really been looking for. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but they're just great finds, so I'm really excited about that. And then I also went to Hobby Lobby today. They have 50% off their papers, so I was so excited. So I got the Prima ledger pad that's normally 20 bucks for $10. And then I also got Seven Gypsies, I think it's Lily, Lille. It's the 8x8 paper pad. Gorgeous paper. That is beautiful, and I got that for $5. And I've been waiting to get the ledger one, and then when I saw the Seven Gypsies, I was like, woohoo! So excited about that. So Hobby Lobby, 50% off paper. Go get it. And they got the good stuff too. You guys probably all know that, but. And then I used a 40% off coupon and got myself some Versamark and another tube of green paint because I didn't have any green. So good deals. And that is black soot again, I believe. I might have done walnut and then burnt. Yep, that's black soot. Some downtime. And while I'm thinking with the thinking fingers, I am super excited. If you guys do not know who Jennings644 is, Miss Fiona, just adore her. She is fantastic. And she has her Etsy store, and I ordered grab bags from her. It's going to be like Christmas morning. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get all my goodies. And then I've been wanting to do stick pins for a long time, and I got a stick pin kit, like just a whole, it's what I was looking for. You know, I don't want to pick every bead or get like by bulk of all the same. It was just a big mixture of beads that she had with the pins and everything. So I'm so excited. I ordered a bunch of stuff from her. So, and she's far away, international shipping, but she's got really good stuff, unique things, and I just adore her. So if I'm going to support anybody, you know, I got to support the ones I like. So, and she's got that stuff at her Etsy store, so you should check her out. But I'll do a video when I get my stuff from her. So I just gessoed that piece of paper because I was messing around with different ideas, figuring out what I wanted to do. That's a little Prima stamp set. The one with the embossing ink again, you can't see that, it's kind of off camera, but kind of sticking with the same thing because these are cards that I plan on using. You know, I don't know what I'm going to use them on actually, but you know, if I use them on like a art journal deal, then you know, I can use these two cards together. I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with them. And this is the card that things didn't work out. And you'll see that soon. You can speed just this portion up. If you guys have any tips on how to speed up just sections of a video on Windows Live Movie Maker, I sure would love to have you PM me or comment on here or something. Because it's, every time I try to use the trim tool, it just doesn't, I don't get it. It's not working. And if it goes too fast, we miss little snippets, and then I get people going, whoa, Nelly, slow it down. I don't like it so fast. So, If you guys know, clue me in. I would appreciate it. I love those little leaves in that stamp set. They're so pretty. And you can put them in different angles. It looks like things are just busting onto the paper from the outside. Super cute. So here's where I start getting kind of, I didn't really understand it because I used archival ink and then I put the distressed ink on it and it smeared it. It looked smeared. And I don't know, maybe that was the frayed burlap, I believe, that I'm using. So maybe it's just the color that made it appear smeared? I don't know. But I was trying different shades of brown because I was still trying to keep it real similar to the previous one that I made, but just kind of complementing each other. And trying some different inks. Some of these I've never even used, never even tried. And there goes that red again. Concord grape. I think that's the color of that one. Yeah. Oh no, dusty Concord. It's a pretty purple, but and there's that spice marmalade orange, which is again is just my favorite. That and tumbled glass. And vintage photo, of course. And black set. I could go on and on. I love them all. Peeled paint. What's the name of that green? Peeled paint with the blue and the orange. It's just works. You can even add the purple in there. Just blend them together. Real soft. It's really nice. And here's where I started getting frustrated because I had gessoed this one. I did not gesso the previous one. And when I took the wipe to it to wipe off just the embossed images that I stamped, everything came off. And that kind of frustrated me. So everything started coming off, and then instead of just redoing it, I'm like, that's not going to work. So away go the distress inks, and I busted out the Delusions ink. And that was off screen because I didn't realize my video had stopped recording. So I just start spraying different colors on there and messing with it. And I'm kind of liking how the gesso in the background, because I just swiped it on there just real kind of rough and let the, you know, I didn't want it to hit every single piece of the paper. I wanted little stripes in there too. So it added some cool texture in there. So I'm just throwing all kinds of different colors on there. And I got the giggles at myself, so it was so funny while I was doing this. Because do you ever like take one of your spray bottles, and there it is, that's the white one. Now watch where it squirts. Off, I missed. Let me correct that. Then off to the other side. So you take your squirt bottle, you aim it, and it totally squirts you in the eye. Or like way off of your project, not even close. So it was kind of funny. So my sprayer was all messed up. So I just squirted some mixed, it's just acrylic, white acrylic paint with water mixed in it. And then that is my copper perfect pearl, or gosh, I cannot think tonight. Yeah, Perfect Pearls Mr. Deal. That's copper. So I wound up spraying that on, then sprayed some more brown, just playing with it until I get it to what I like. It took a long time on this one, and the more I messed with it, the more I was a little disappointed, but in the end, it's funny what I wind up doing to this piece, but it just wasn't working. Maybe it was too symmetrical or something. I'm not quite sure. I threw it down. I got mad. I wasn't mad. I was just like, darn it. I'm not getting the look I'm looking for. So, and sorry, this is off screen. I didn't realize that you couldn't see what I was doing, but it's no big deal. I'm just inking the outsides of it with the archival ink is what that is, and my little makeup sponge deal. Oh, there it is. Just ink the outside of it. And it's not terrible. I don't absolutely hate it, but it's just, it's missing something. It needs something. I could not figure out what I wanted to add on there. So, let's bring the other one. Oh, look at that. So let's outline it. So I wound up doing that. And that helped out a little bit, you know, but, and then my pen kept getting gummed up. I know I'm not alone. Erin over at ImperfectImpulses. Oh shoot, I hope I got his video right. Imperfect. Double check it. But Aaron, you know, with the white pen, I have the same problem. He had a video the other night. He was talking about how his white pens just never seem to work out. They always get clogged, or they just don't flow right. And I get that same problem too. So I'm just taking advantage of outlining some of the little details in that stamp. I didn't want to overdo it on the bird cage because it's really got a lot of intricate little things in there, so I kept it pretty simple, but I definitely had to outline that bird that's in the cage. I really like that bird cage stamp. So there it goes, and I'm sitting there thinking, I guess that'll have to do. But to get those colors to kind of brighten up for me, and have it be just a little bit more rigid, I just added some matte Mod Podge to it. And there it goes. I'm gonna dry it. Oh, and hey, while I'm doing all this fun stuff, if you guys could, I did a challenge. It was my very first challenge. It was with little canvases, and I did a flat Faline challenge where you make a little paper doll and you do a video and you take her on adventures. And some of you might have seen some of the videos that I posted. My family and I had so much fun. But the way you win is to have people vote for you. So if you guys could go over to Little Canvases here on YouTube and subscribe to her channel and vote for me, I would love it. Because we had such a blast with that. And she's giving away like gift cards, a $50 gift card. So, and I could finally get my gelatos that I want so bad. I'll probably get gel sticks instead though, because those seem to be the same as gelatos. They just cost less, but they have the same exact effect. I watched a video on YouTube. I don't know who did it, but of a side-by-side comparison. And it was really good. But look at that one, that dress form I'm holding right there. See how those colors kind of pop out a little bit more after you Mod Podge it? They just get a little bit more vibrant. And if I use the gloss one, they would really be vibrant. So that one was aggravating me, so look what I do. I'm just going to chop that sucker. Because together, they didn't work, but separately, it works. And then that will work better on a page too, because things always work better in threes anyway. So there you have it. If it's not working, chop it. Or stickle it. It's my motto. And stickles definitely did not go with this. Ooh, but I could have done like some crackle paint or maybe some rock candy stickles, distress stickles. I might still do that. We will see. But just had to ink the outsides with archival ink after I cut it, so. And I wound up liking them a lot better separated like that. Way better. Way, way better. And cool, unique little sizes. So laying that out, that just, it works, doesn't it? It looks better. So hopefully you guys think so too. But there, so just some things that I made myself with stamps and just fun stuff, and it was very relaxing and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Got a little frustrated when I wiped things away and then all my ink disappeared that I spent so much time blending, but it was meant to happen because it really wasn't working that great anyway. So, and on those, I after I inked it with more archival on the outside, I decided to put one more coat of Mod Podge on there and keep it kind of thick on those. And then I just dry it. And I think this is the part that takes a little bit longer, guys. So again, if you know how to speed that up, because if I speed it up at this point, it speeds up the entire video. So it goes from, you know, 2 times to 4 times for the entire length of the video, and that's not what I want. So help me out if you know how to do it. And then here's just some still pictures, showing them up close. And that's it. All right, thanks for watching.